Alright, hello again. Well, where were we? Most quests done, right? Alright, let's just hang out. Those first couple of days really aren't all that stressful anymore. It's actually kind of nice. Kind of pleasant. Feel like I'm walking in my neighborhood. Oh, but this area isn't infected yet. It's just the one house. I wonder what happens if we go in. No, nothing. Is it possibly burgle time? Bullets that are useless to me. Ooh, a fish and an egg. Egg. Awesome. Another fish. Look, I'm stealing from you. Aren't you afraid? Go run or something. Okay, he can't see me. Okay, I got a bunch of food from this. Ooh, I can sell some of my food actually. Wow! This place is stacked! Oh shit! Bottle. Crackers. Crackers. No! Stupid kid. You're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me, kid. Fuck you. I do feel like a little bit of a changeling. I could open my own food store. I don't need you. Oh, you want my egg? For 800? Sure, I can give it to you. Whatever. 2 meats? Fuck, I'm stocked up. You want the fish too? Yeah, sure. You can have it. How's my hunger? Tiny, but I can eat the fish? Yeah. Yeah. Should we just go talk to... Wait, let's go to talk to... Let's go talk to Big Vlad. Why? Well, we did say that we're gonna, like, help out Little Vlad for something. I don't remember. But yeah, either way, important NPCs are probably worth talking to. Just in general. Where am I? Where the hell am I? Yeah, I remember this. I'm trying to learn the map now, like, without looking at it constantly. But it's hard. Ooh, a letter. Alexander is waiting. Daughter, for this is how we want to call you from now on. I am brought down by a heavy burden. Katerina is sick and she won't be able to perform the tasks of a mistress without your help. Much labor awaits you. We will let you run free, but be prepared that every single day, either me or my wife will have an errand for you. Be at hand. With great expectations, your loving father. Well, okay, fuck Big Lad then. We're already here, after all. Hello.
That's okay, I'll make it. I'm made of wood.
Let justice prevail, mercy to the innocent, a reckoning to the guilty. Yes, exactly.
Who can take Simon's place? The town will inevitably change.
Just don't be angry with me. Whatever happened to mercy for the penitent? Oh, okay. Did I already do the errand? I suppose I did. I can't talk to him. I guess I just was ahead of the plot. As usual. Not as usual, but with the changeling are out, I guess that's gonna happen a bunch. Katerina?
I need morphine.
Now, I shall speak to you of the higher causes of the unfolding disaster. Like roots, they are invisible to the eye. When one plucks a weed, one removes merely the consequence, not the underlying cause. You are the only one capable of a true victory, and that is why I am going to tell you about the roots. So listen. I'm listening. These are our parties. The first thing, the original creation, was the earth, the ancient one giving life to plants and animals. She begat the abattoir, she begat the kin. She gives and she takes. The dead go into her, everything ends with her. She is the inception and the completion. Such is the law. We, the Saburovs, act in the interests of the law, by which everyone must abide. Ours is a faith of humility. A wise faith. A town sprang up upon the earth. A town of men was built upon her. The earth eternal, the giver of life, built by greed and creativity, by ingenuity and hard work. The abattoir found its continuation in the works in the railway. The hands of the Algimskis crafted an environment in which people could develop and reflect. Theirs is a faith of construction. Speak on. Finally, the minds of people desiring to overcome the limits set for human beings by their nature and condition engendered projects that were fantastic and audacious. That was how the party of creativity and invention emerged and flourished, the party of the kinds. Theirs is a faith of utopia, a belief in miracles, a belief in a non-existent place. A weird faith. I foresee myself knowing why this punishment has befallen us. The town lived, grew, developed, and finally tried to break free of its own limitations. The earth that had borne it hid on its head, which it had stuck out too far, much like a strict mother would do to her unthinking child. So this is the will of the earth? I believe that the earth wishes to return unto herself what has moved waywardly out of her reach. And before I explain to you the path that I am setting before you, I want to know for certain whether I have my dear child on my side. Yes, Katerina, I believe that our faith is the true one. You will speak to those bound to you about the truth of humility. You are to convince one of them, 2 of them, 3 of them of the true faith's wisdom. Should some of them prove stubborn, you will use the powers that were granted to you by Providence itself. What happens to them afterwards, if I do convert them? The evil will not touch them. You will see it for yourself. They will become invulnerable to the scythe that will cut down the brazen, the blind, and the bellicose. Save them. All right. You shall begin with Grace, the late cemetery caretaker's daughter. She is especially dear to me. With Grace? Doesn't she sympathize with you? With us? I want to be certain of that. Make friends with her. Try to make her like you and grow an affection for you eventually. You don't need much for this. And if you need to find out more about her, Lara Ravel is the one who will tell you about Grace. All about Grace. She is as much of an angel of the kindness as the poor daughter of the caretaker, and her father has recently died too. I trust you, Katerina. What you're saying is wise and true. Okay. This is such a weird animation. And a weird ass painting. Ooh, spooky book.
What?
La ra ra bell, la ra ra bell. Reveal to me secrets of Grace. We're going to unravel her secrets. It's a child. Ooh. Tell me about the tagleur. It's a game about a circle. You join hands and then again and again and again. Until the end. End? What end? Until the circle closes. That's the end of the game. Alright, bye pumpkin. Good luck with your circle. For 10. And the lockpick for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes! Yes! Schmauder time! Oh yeah. Schmauder time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Schmauder time. Yeah, yeah. Schmauder time. So you're not allowed into shops? Or are you pressed for money? Have you seen the prices? I cannot even buy an empty bottle, my dear. If this goes on, it won't matter how much we've stockpiled. You can drink from a spring. I'll give all my water to you. Lara. Can I steal from her? Hey.
Seems like Algimsky is getting ready to face profiteering.
I've never seen you here before. Who have you come to visit? You, I suppose. You are Lara Ravel, right?
There are dark rings under your eyes.
We'll prepare for the hard times. I hope they don't last long. Lara, tell me about Grace. You know her, don't you? What makes you think I do? You're both kind souls, almost blessed fools, just like me, I suppose. I sense people who are like that. Why would you put it like that? A kind soul is not the same as a kind person. You're crafty, after all. You seem to say perfectly good things, but you're actually quite backhanded. You've probably got something like that in store for Grace, too, don't you? Sorry, I'm sorry. My words often come out crippled. I'm bad at expressing how I feel. I barely know Grace. We haven't spoken a lot. Do you want to make friends with her? Of course I do. If you want to make a good impression on Grace, bring her some flowers, bread, and milk for the dead. She'll be elated and do anything for you. That simple? And what do I give Grace herself? She doesn't need anything. With people like Grace and me, it's the good done to one's neighbor that matters. I thought you understood that. I do. It's called selflessness. Things. I guess milk is needed. Off to Grace. Ugh. Alright, I guess be right fucking back. What is this? Whoa. Who lies here? Gemini. That's all I can read here. Anyone in the comments know? Hello, Grace.
Bachelor is looking for a silent house. Are you sure you are safe?
Do you hear the metal things clinking on my chest? Those aren't keys or lockpicks. They're a special kind of hook. Look what I've brought you, Grace. Ah, flowers. So beautiful, too. Thank you. How did you know? Those are exactly the ones I wanted to offer Farcod. He likes the color red. Perhaps you're fond of them too? Fond of whom? Well, the flowers are for them, aren't they? Of course they are. And is there anything I could do for you? I'd be glad to, because just yesterday as I was looking at you, I thought I'd like to give you a hug. Do you really trust me just like that? Will you agree to talk to me? I trust you as I trust myself. I'm all ears, dear sister. Who are you, Grace? I'm Grace. My father was the caretaker of the cemetery. He poured milk and twirine over the graves. My mother swept the gravestones with her hair. They taught me to listen to the dead. What will become of us, Grace? There will soon be a plague. Why is this happening to us? Because there's no escaping it now, and it's been coming to us from the steppe, getting closer, step by step. The dead felt her coming. She pierced the earth with her sharp-boned stilts, which reached them underground. No one will be spared. Do you know why it happened? No, but I'm afraid it is the punishment for our sins, for our faults and transgressions. Someone among us has angered the heavenly powers. It was bound to happen, with us being so brazen, so says Lady Katerina. Exactly. I'm glad that your faith is firm. I promise you that as long as you can muster the strength to accept the divine will, nothing will hurt you. Did I get something? Grace. The husband carries the sword and the wife brings the peace, just like a family in power should. Katerina has entrusted me with an errand. She doesn't want me to punish, but to pardon instead. The first person I need to take care of is Grace, the daughter of the cemetery keeper who I met yesterday. Laura Ravel would know how I could get Grace to like me. I need only to find a flower, some milk and a loaf of bread. This will be enough to please Grace. Our conversation was rather awkward. I should go back to Katerina now.
What's wrong?
Okay. Sorry for being awkward, I guess, Grace. 3 lockpicks. Not bad at all. Did I give her the stuff? Yeah.
Yes.
And so, my girl, I've spoken to Grace. And so? She believes and thinks the same way as we do. That is good. You have not, I hope, confused or disappointed her. No, I've only made her true faith firmer. Yes. Yes. Okay, what now? How's this time? Burgle time? I think it's burgle time. Ugh. This is the shit house. I mean, those houses aren't that good at all. They're just fucking tall. The closest place to sleep is my house, I guess. Or Sabarov's place. But, oh, how about we get the mare dorm first? And we're exhausted all over again. A letter? Do you know what Lara has in mind? She wants to do a good deed, so she makes a shelter for the living where people who want none of your miracles may hide. Furtively, out of control, she collects the money she then spends on provisions. She's an angel, they say, and no one, not a single person, would call her a thief. Could it be that she won't welcome you in her shelter? Would she refuse sharing the burden of righteousness with you? The time has come to knock on her door. Why?
My strength.
I guess we're going to Lara. But who sent me this? Was this just like a telepathic projection of Katarina's mind into mine or something? Weird. I feel like for Changeling the letters aren't letters at all. It's like they're like messages that come through your mind or something. I don't know. Honestly, I relate so much to Clara. I also sleep like 10 hours a day.
Was it a month ago? I can't remember.
So you've come because you found out we were setting up a shelter. Do you want to take part? It's strictly private though, and I've never seen you before. You have seen me just like a few... Why? I do want to take part. Do I have to donate some money? No, you can't. The harpist wouldn't let me. I have a rule. No one is refused hospitality at this house if they're an honest and honorable person. But the harpist says we can't abide by this rule in a time of epidemic, or else our undertaking will be pointless. And who is that harpist? The harpist is a friend. Just a friend, nothing more. It's not like he gives me orders, but this time I'm trusting his judgment. He's practical, strong-willed, and resolute. And I'm a bit of a gawk, and don't have a lot of guts either. That's why I listen to him on this. I'd like to help you too, but I'm not what you'd call practical. I'm not prepared to put you in charge of supplies for the House of the Living, but there's a way you can help. The harpist has gone off to take a look at an empty house, and hasn't come back yet. If he's still there, tell him to come back here as soon as possible. I can't keep up without him. And how will you reward me? This is a riskier thing to do than you think. The house you've chosen is infected. All right, I'll give you money. I don't have a lot left. It's all gone into medicine and provisions. But I'd happily give my last shirt to stop something bad from happening to the harpist. I don't need your shirt. That would be over the top. Ba-doom. Yeah, baby. Alright. Thanks. The living. Oh, Grace is with the humble ones now. In these days of terror she will be protected by the power of truth, and no evil will be able to touch her. And the living? Lara Ravel's associate went to investigate the dangerous house. What reason could that harpist have to go there? I hope he doesn't bring back something evil. I hope not. How do I get in? It's this house, right? It is. Do I need a lockpick? Oh, of course I need a lockpick. Oh, hi, Plague Cloud. Fuck. Kerosene? What the hell? What the hell, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell, what the hell am I, where the hell am I? Harpist, harpist, harpist! Who What an earthly apparition is this? That's the correct term. Lucky you. You will live, I promise you. And why would you wander into a gloomy place like this one? You can see people have got nothing to do here. And yet you're stuck here for some reason. Have you been here long? I'm doing a civic duty here. My name is the Harpist, and I furnish the House of the Living. For now I'm just watching. Look what happens when living matter comes into contact with this infectious miasma. I know very well what happens. Let's go. Lara's worried about you. He doesn't even follow me. No! Bachelor?
Going outside should be prohibited. Special couriers should be assigned.
What are you doing here? You've just been at Anna's place. Or are there several of you? Go to hell. You and your jokes.
The wretched...
It was nice meeting him there, lol. Chin. Just a kid here? He seems pretty fearless. Stupid kids. Falling down the stairs. Serves you right. Let's go talk to Vlad, just for no reason. Hello.
Yes?
Wrong door, girl. Victoria lives in the other wing of the house. I'm Clara. What is this place? Clara? This house is called The Lump, and I am Vlad Olgimsky. What? Does my name ring no bells at all? None whatsoever.
Who will take Simon's place? No, it's not the time for us to look for trouble.
What's this now? Bah, so skinny. And you're really rich, it turns out. But that's fine, I don't discriminate. Clara doesn't eat the rich. She forgives.
The winter comes soon, I hope.
Hello, girl with eyes that look like they're eager to take in the entire world. Who are you? Alright, I forgot about Capella's monotone-ass voice. An owner of a pair of healing hands. You can call me Clara. Why do I feel we have something in common? Something important that's hard to miss? As if we were siblings. But what is it? Then tell me, what is your purpose in life? I'd like to give the children a new life and a new faith. Indeed? Then you must be the Holy One. Then you too are a prophetess and a harbinger. And you're saying that you're going to gather a congregation and give them the light of a new truth. What truth will it be? Tell me, girl with eyes out of which a dead woman is looking at me already. I'm not saying I want to start a new church. I must have phrased it badly. You simply don't understand how good my intentions are. I know, sister. Don't be alarmed by the things I say. It's just what you're talking about is too dangerous. It's not to be toyed with, even if you're just children.
It's the same power that my dear mother used to glimmer with.
Have you forgotten something? We've just discussed all there was to discuss. Yes, I'm just popping back for a moment. Is there a mirror anywhere I could look into? I guess there isn't. Just, 2 hours? Oh, I'm already infected. Wow. Cool. Great. That's great to know. I love it. I love it here. I'm a big fan. I'm a big, big fan. Big fan.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Okay, let's go see the play, and we'll end for today.
The rulers had to accept something was wrong. The terrifying discoveries have convinced them. One of them managed to curb the family feud.
Bad news. The governor will abuse his power, and the rest won't let him get away with this. Nothing's changed.
The town was placed in quarantine. From now on, the infected districts will be locked down, and no one will be able to leave until the situation is resolved.
Well, it won't be. They won't figure it out.
Alright. Anything to say?
A man would rather say evil.
Evil. Whatever. Alright, that's gonna be enough for today. See you later. Bye.